welcome to a new video. Again, here we are in a new video. So today I want to talk about roller derby and why that was a weird inflection, and why you should join if you've been thinking about joining. First, we'll start where I started, which was I had no idea what was happening. Back in December of last year, found out our local area was getting it. Now I'm from a rural area. Rural. I always feel like I'm saying that wrong because I don't think it's a word. I think it's just a sound. This area doesn't have a lot going on. Like it does, depending on who you are. There's nothing of interest to me. I was like, I'd been thinking about joining sports or like a soccer team, something to get out and be active because my job requires a lot of sitting. I work in video production. And that's how I found out we were getting roller derby, was through video production. We were planning on shooting a documentary, which we started, but we haven't finished yet. I have to figure out where that's going. And so I went to like a few practices and I'm like, what the heck? This looks so much fun. Like they didn't even play. Everyone was falling around all over the place. It was a big giant mess, but no one cared because they were having a good time. So I was like, okay, and I found out they were recruiting again in like May. It's had like a month or so, 2 months to get the funds together to figure out gear and decide where I was gonna buy and what I was getting. And then I just did it, and it's been a great outlet for me. So I've been doing it I started in June. My first practice, June, July, August, September. So almost 5 months now. That's insane. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting started, you won't regret it. It's a great decision. We're really small still. We're working on getting bigger because we're brand spanking new. We're not even a year, almost a year. And it's a hard sport to get rolling, pardon the pun. But it can, and it will happen eventually. But a lot of bigger towns most likely have an established team or somewhere close by. Because there's some not too far, like a 45-minute drive-ish. So if you're thinking about starting, here's some things you gotta know. You just gotta know them. It's important. You're gonna need gear. A couple different ways you can acquire gear. One is saving your pennies, buying what's called a fresh meat package. Because technically when you start your fresh meat, you're just beginning. So you'll need to pick up one of those. A lot of times skate shops, if you can find one, will be super helpful. Because there's so few of them, they're the most helpful people on the planet. A lot do online orders. If you can, I recommend going and trying on skates because you just gotta know, like everything fits different. Skates are weird. You want to try them on. So I got really basic skates that are beat to shit at this point. They're just like entry-level skates. I've destroyed the toe stops on them because we've been practicing outside. And I'm learning quickly that I've had them for almost 6 months, and they were very padded inside, and the padding is now squished down. I'm having an issue of my foot rotating inside the boot. So I'm hoping before we get really going next year, I will get new skates. But that's like, those skates are only under $200. High-end skates, you're looking at like $500, $600 for like decent middle of the road ones. But anyway, we're gonna need skates. You can do online, like a GG. Look on there, there's Facebook groups. Or just, you know what, message someone you might know, or anyone who's in derby, because they will probably point you in the right direction, because 90% of the people I've met in derby are the greatest people ever. There's a lot of benefits to starting roller derby. First off, you're gonna benefit health-wise, because suddenly you're going to be working out way harder than you ever have, and that's gonna push you to work out off skates too, because you're gonna want to strength train. Especially for me, I'm 5'2", I weigh about 116 pounds on a rainy day, and I was like, I better, like this winter, I have to start strength training because I get pushed around. However, being small also has an advantage because I'm difficult to hit because I'm small. So that's another thing. No matter what size you are, you're at an advantage. A lot of benefits to being any size, and that's what I really like about the sport, is that it's like a one-size-fits-all kind of sport. It's another great thing because, you know, for me, making friends has always been kind of tricky, especially female friends. There's a lot of drama. I'm not a really dramatic person. I'm very calm, I think. I don't know. I'm not addicted to drama. Everywhere there's drama, no matter what you do. But so far, my experience, drama is minimal, if non-existent. A certain type of girls are attracted to the sport of roller derby, and typically you're all kind of like-minded, even if you're very different. Have a lot of similarities, and it's just great. You feel like you fit in somewhere. Like I wouldn't say I had a hard time fitting in, but high school, I had a group of friends, a small group, but I wasn't like the popular kids by no means. I don't even know, I was small high school, I don't even know what that means, to be the popular kid. Anyway, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, your gender preferences, none of that matters. It's roller derby. It's a sport, you come to play sports. It doesn't even matter what your athletic ability is. You will become You will develop an athletic ability. You could be the least bit athletic. You will get there. It might take some time, but you will get there. Some girls it takes 3 months, some girls it takes 6. Some girls it takes a couple years. But you don't worry about it because everyone's very supportive. Yes, there is a chance you're gonna break something or hurt yourself. We had a practice not that long ago and a girl broke her ankle. And we weren't even really doing much. We were doing some basic hitting and it was just falling weird with the skate on, which did the thing and I felt horrible. It's so shitty. When you have a bout, we did have our first bout a couple months ago. It was amazing. I never felt such energy. I didn't even know I was capable of it. I was just like, it's just a whole adrenaline rush for like the hour that it lasted. It probably lasted longer than an hour. And my whole family cheering for me. They were all excited to be there. Like, it's different. I always have a hard time at practice hitting the other girls on my team because I'm like, oh, I'm your teammate, I don't want to hurt you. But then, like at a bout, at official, it's like, I don't know you. If I break you, I'm sorry. Not that I'm gonna really break anyone at this point, but we'll get there. I'm gonna learn to throw my little bit of weight around a little bit better. You kind of, once you get in, it's like a black hole. You're never leaving once you get into it. Another thing is you get to pick a derby name. So my derby name is Ninja Bean. My number is 86. Still trying to get used to it because I've never had a nickname in my life. I've always been Holly. Never Ninja or Bean or Ninja Bean, which any of those three you get called. And yeah, just if you're thinking about doing roller derby, just jump in. Give her a whirl. You might as well. Like, especially if you want to do something different. If you want to get into a contact sport, meet a lot of awesome women, you can do that and it's great. It's a women's sport, but it's also, if you get going, there's male leagues. A lot of times refs and stuff and NSOs, which are not like people that come help non-skates officials. There's a lot of males there. You'll meet crazy people and derby's got like this crazy cool cult following. You may just make a bunch of friends. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to next year and really diving in because this year is kind of like you test the waters and see what's going on. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you real soon and have a good night. It's raining currently. Good night. See ya.